Hi, and welcome to this new reading. I'm back for you today with another tarot reading. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back again. Glad you're here. For the new people, I do want to explain because I just announced my YouTube channel on my own Instagram, so maybe there will be someone new. And I just want to explain to you what kind of work I do so you can get an idea of what kind of reading you will get when you come to my channel or come to me in person. The idea that I have about the tarot cards is that it's kind of like a tool to put a mirror in front of yourself about some situation. So if I want to know something about work or I want to know something about a certain dynamic to learn from, to evolve from, and to understand myself better, then I will use the cards to give me some information, and so I can progress and see clearly with a clear eye what is actually going on and how I can move through it the best I can. So that's why I use tarot cards and oracle cards to guide people and myself mostly, because it's mostly for myself. I also watch my own videos back whenever I'm like in need of some information. I scroll back and just feel intuitively which video I need to look at. So and that's I do it for myself, but I also hope I can help other people with it, of course. And I really like the exchange with some people that come to my channel as well. So you know who you are if you're here. Thank you for all the support. I really love you guys. So I use the cards and I use different kind of groups so everyone can choose what resonates the most with you. And resonates, yeah, I need to explain it actually as well. In my perspective of the world, everything is vibrating energy. So that's my opinion of it. And my opinion can change as well. So I also like conversations to, yeah, to figure out something new, more or more about life or another vision. But my perspective right now is that everything is energy. So everything vibrates. It's like if you look into the biology of the people and the animals and nature itself, yeah, it's all nature. But if you look into that, all the atoms and all the cells, and if you zoom into that, it's all vibrating energy in the end. So, and when I was younger, it kind of scared me when I found out about this because it felt like nothing was real, and it was pretty intense. But now I just live with it. Like you see something because it reflects a vibration of light, which is energy, towards your eye, and that's how you can see it and process it in your brain, and that's how you know what you're seeing. So your brain is the translator. So stuff is crazy, but this is I learned a lot about this because I went to school for that, and I found it really interesting. But that's how I perceive the world to be. Everything is like vibrating energy or light, or the lack of light. Um, when we look at this, we have like the energies that all vibrate. And if you have like a flow here, if you resonate with something, you have almost the same kind of flow, and you will feel like something is resonating and something comes together and it will fit into it, and you will attract in your life the things that you resonate as. So in my view of the world, and for the tarot cards, you will choose wait, I'm just gonna show them. So I have 3 cards. I do this in every reading, but I never explain really my vision about it. So if you didn't like the talk, I'm sorry. You could just like skip on to like the reading if you want to. But I have 3 cards, and you can choose from them which card feels like it resonates with you, like you feel like you are in the same vibe as this card, or you need this card at this moment. And whenever you meditate, some people meditate, or some people just feel it, or you just go off on the first choice that you had, then you'll go to the reading, and then you'll find me talking about some information that I feel comes out of the cards, and it's also through my perspective because I'm also resonating with a part of it for some readings, because else I couldn't attract it, or I'm attracting energies that are experiencing something like I did before, or maybe something I'm gonna experience in the future. Um, so yeah, it's through my perspective, of course. So I will not explain the cards maybe like other readers, because every reader has their own perspective and view on what the cards are. So I'm kind of like how I see it, I'm like a translator for you, like a vessel almost. Some people say it like that, but it sounds kind of creepy. So I'm just I'm a channeler, so that sounds really trippy, but if you think about it, it's not really strange. Well, maybe it is, but I'm I'm processing the information and I'm bringing it to you because you clicked on this video. It's not a coincidence what you watch. And I'm bringing it to you, and you can take out of this information whichever you feel resonated with and whichever you feel is suited for your situation right now, or what is gonna evolve in your life. So you have to see these videos more as like a tool to use my channel to just see if something, if you need some information, just think about like, I want to know this, then you will feel or see a video that really feels like maybe the colors are very vibrant, or it feels really, yes, this is it. Then you click on it and then you find the right pile for you, and then you can gain some information out of it, and it's up to you what you do with it. You can discard it and you can just leave it if it's not for you. Maybe you find out that you don't see some things the same way as I do, and that's also okay, because we all have our own opinions here. We all have our own way of viewing life or how this works, but just see this as a tool so you can use it if you want to. If you don't feel like it resonates, just discard it, and that's also okay. I'm not here to put my opinion onto you. And that's something I really want to bring to this channel as well, because I think this is very important to know. So this was a long intro, but if you're new here, I hope it really helped, or if you needed to hear this type of explanation, I really hope it helped, and I hope you understand more of why I make these things. And now we're gonna start. So if you came along some of these videos or other readers, you know that most of the time we put like timestamps down below, so you can, in the description, you can click on the pile selection or the group that you chose. You can click on the time there, so it just brings you there and you'll find me. So I will hold up the cards once more so you can see them, and then I will go through with group number one afterwards. So I will give you a quick second. You can also pause the video if you want to, and I will move on to group number one, and I will explain what I find as the information that it's holding right now. So group number one, welcome. You chose reveal. Let's see what your card brings as information today. I used the Woven Spirit Oracle. It's a very beautiful deck. We have reveal. So as first, I think I wanna read out of the book so I can give you the real clear message. I will do this with every pile. Learn from the earth and let the secrets of her success be revealed to you. So, having been born of cosmic stardust, the earth harnesses her elemental energies and began to build a habitable world. Sorry. She underwent a series of transformations in order to create a delicacy, balanced environment in which life could thrive. Hers is an epic story of twists and turns, shifting and shaping, but eventually she created for us all a place we can. Wow, my reading is really bad. I'm sorry. But hers is an epic story of twists and turns, shifting and shaping, but eventually she created for us all a place we can call home. So, um, this is really about like the creation of the world. Hi, group number one. Welcome to your reading. I skipped a little bit through because I needed some time to get back to my center and really find out what it is I want to bring today. So I'm back, and I wrote already the book on this card. Yeah, the page of the book on this card. You chose the reveal card, group number one. So this card is very pretty. It is about learning from the earth. So learning from life, learning from the things that go on around you, learning from the people that go through some situations. And also, maybe don't forget that you can learn something from everything, from everyone, but also from Earth itself. So, the process that the Earth goes through to get here to this exact moment where we are right now, it has gone through immense changes and shifts and all kind of natural things that happen to rearrange the land as well. If you look at it in that way, it has to really find itself to construct a way where it's an environment for animals and people to live in. And that's how it is right now, at least. So it has gone through a lot of things to come to the place where it is right now. So, what this card is trying to teach you is that you are as nature and you can see the earth and the nature or the people around you as kind of like a mirror. So don't judge yourself for needing to go through trials and turbulation and all these kinds of lessons, maybe taking 3 steps forwards and then taking 6 or 7 back and needing to get up again and get yourself together again and again and over. And I'm here to encourage you that it is not linear. Nothing is linear, and the world around you is a mirror for you to show you that there's a lesson in everything, and not in the negative way, but in the warm way of sometimes it seems like you're alone and you're failing again over and over and you get into this negative mindset. But if you see around you, everyone is stumbling through life almost. And we get like a misconception because we see, of course, a lot of things through social media. So how you see me right now is one perspective. You see me from the front and you don't see what I go through or what I've been through in life. So, and maybe you can learn some things about that through my channel, but you will never see the full picture. So don't try to compare all the other people to your life because everyone has to go through all these obstacles and all these things. And this card is here to help you, to make you feel seen and noticed, that you're not alone in that. And sometimes it may seem like that. But if you look around you, you can find little things, maybe not in the same person or one same thing that is exactly like you experienced it, but you will find similarities which make you feel like you're not alone in your journey here. So that's your first card. I will see if there's any cards else, or maybe this is just the message that I'm gonna keep it as. Is there anything I need to say? if I get one card. With the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups, I will show it as well, is a card of emotional fulfillment, also a new emotional beginning. It could also be about filling up your own cup, letting it overflow, and maybe sharing it with other people. So there's something as well in it, like to reach the success, you just take one drop at a time and you will get there. And sometimes you will fall and you will drop water, and that sucks because you know how long it took you to get there. But there's other times that it's going to start raining and you will get a lot in your cup. And then eventually it will overflow, and you'll be able to, when it overflows, it's going to go somewhere else. So it's going to be able to go to some other people, and you will help to fill their cups as well. You have the Seven of Swords. This is a card a little bit about deception, but also taking... In this card, actually, he is taking them with gloves by the actual spot on the knives where he doesn't get hurt. But if you try to learn or take more from the lessons or the things around you than you're supposed to at that moment in time, because sometimes we can just do one little bit at a time. But if you try to do everything all at once, you may cut yourself, because maybe you fall and you'll trip, and it will eventually cause like your cup to spill over, and you don't want that. So it's more like a message. Sometimes a few drops at a time seems like a little bit, but in the greater story of your life and of your life, it is gonna be major changes. Because you never know whenever you will trip or whenever the rain comes. Yeah. And I'm hearing just start, or just that I feel this passion, the action is coming. And just take on life by the horns, and just see whatever comes out, and just keep your eyes open for all the things around you and what it's trying to show you. What is it? How is it trying to make you feel seen and loved? And how is it trying to help you to protect you and to grow and evolve and to move along in your life? Group number 1, this was your reading. It's not a very long reading, but I intend to keep it short today, because I just want to give you one good message, and that's it for today. I hope I helped you. If you like my videos, leave a like or comment. I would love that. And I will hopefully see you in another reading. Okay, bye. Hi, and welcome, group number 2. You chose this card, and it's called Virtue, if I pronounce it right. You chose this card today, and I will give you some information about what the card says, and maybe we'll get some extra cards if that's needed. I have the book in front of me, so I read it already, and Virtue is a card of creation. It's a symbol of life, birth. It's like connected to spring. It has 5 petals, so it is associated with a pentagram. I don't know if you know what that is. If you feel like it's something important for you, you can look it up, and maybe we'll give you some extra information. It is connected to supernatural or celestial magic, is what's in the book here. So I feel like this card is really about flowering and unfolding, creating, and creating comes from chaos as well, is what comes up in my mind. So try to follow the the flow or follow the chaos. So if some things may be messy, but it brings you to some places and you're like, oh, but now I need to go there. And that's maybe the way that it's going to go here. And that's okay. So take that if it resonates. For some people, it's like relax into this maybe half organized chaos because it's bringing you exactly to where you need to be. Okay, so I will go on. The rest of the card explanation is really about a perspective. So what I talked about in the intro is similar to this. So we all see life from a different perspective because I have my own lens, my vision on the world, because I was brought up in a certain way and I've experienced experiences, and that made my brain think a certain way and react a certain way. So part of me is really created by what I've been experiencing in this world, and some believe maybe before that as well. So we all have a different perspective. We all have different opinions as well, and some also are taught by parents or people around us. So no one will see you. This is so interesting, but no one will see you exactly the same way as you see yourself, or how other people see you is not exactly who you are, maybe. And then we get to the question, who are we actually? But that's another whole topic. But this card is also about letting go of what other people think about you, because we all live through different experiences and we'll have different opinions, and we all play a different role in each other's lives. So you may see me as a tarot reader and I will I will give you the role of the tarot reader. So that's what I am in your story right now. But you also may have like a football coach or a classmate or a work partner. All these people, they play a different role and they have a different experience of their own life and of the other people around them than that you have about them. So we all live through our own window, and we're all looking at the same materials. Maybe, I don't know for sure. I think we're all looking at the same materials, but we're looking through a different lens, and the lens that defines how we're going to see the world. So letting go of what other people may think about you will be key to you in this situation if you chose this pile, because and maybe you already do, that's why you resonate with it. It's it's just letting go of the different perspectives of you and relaxing into the fact that you will play a lot of different roles, because in everyone's life you're a different person, and that's how it is and will be. That's what I think. Yeah. It also talks about the opinions of others are out of your control. So people pleasing may not be the right way to go. That's what is in this card. They tell us that there's an effectiveness, however, in acting from a place of moral goodness. So this card is or showing you that you're doing this, or advising you to maybe move more towards moving in life through your own moral way of being, good morals. So if you move through good morals, it will get you farther than when you try to move from pleasing people, because you'll never be able to fulfill everyone's the role that you play for everyone. Because if someone sees me like a god and I'm not a god, how am I supposed to, then I'm gonna spend my whole life to try to be something to that person that I'm not. So when I let go of that and try to live through good morals, then I can be something and be something to more people, and that person may have that perspective of me, or it will change. but that is to the other people. But if you go to within yourself and go live throughout your own morals, that will bring you very far, and it will give you the most fulfilling life, I think, as well. It just breathes better. Better, it gives you more peace. And it also tells us that this card doesn't go by unrecognized because it's created for a certain thing. So if you move through your morals, the people will find you that are supposed to find you. And if you move through wanting to please other people, you will attract the people that you're trying to please, but it's not a good exchange. I kind of resonate with this as well a little bit. I feel like I was a little bit struggling in the past with this because, of course, when you have a channel like this, you try to be something for someone that is helping them. But then going back to yourself and being like, no, I do this for me, and it's great that there's other people watching as well, and that I may help some other people. But the moral of the story is that I want to create something authentic and something that is nice to listen to at least. I know one friend at least of mine who just listened to this. So hi, if you're here, to just listen to my voice because she doesn't really necessarily believe in this kind of things that I talk about, but that's that's the way. So yeah, I kind of resonate with the virtue card as well. So group number 2, I will see if there's any other cards. I have a feeling like this is the end. That's what I was gonna say, but I still have another card. Page of Pentacles. It's a beginning. It's like a beginning of a creation in this world. And if they said this is represented as a pentagram, pentagram, I don't know. But you see like the 5 petals, and in a pentagram, pentacle, you have also the 5 points. So it's pretty funny that this comes out. So there is some new beginning or a creation that you're going to put into the world authentically, or you're doing this already, and or it's showing you you're on the right track, or it's just giving you a nudge like, go do it. So group number 2, this was your reading. I hope I could help you a little bit today with some information. It's a little bit short, but I really want this reading to be more dense, I think, more powerful, some shorter message that will maybe help you, and not like a constant of information loading. So I hope I could help you today. If you were new, I hope you liked this reading. If you want to watch any other reading or any other group, you can, of course. And if you want to let me know who you are or something about your story in the comments, I would love that as well. Like, comment, something, that's great. And else, I will see you in another reading, or have a very good day ahead of you. So I'll go to group number 3, and that will be the last one. Hi, and welcome group number 3. I hope you're having a good day so far ahead as well. And you chose the gratitude card. I was listening a little bit in the book already, so I can really tell you what I think about this card and what I feel the message is for you today. So you get the gratitude card. It's a very beautiful card. It's blue, and you see all these ripples into the energy field almost. I'm learning some things at school, and we see like an infinity sign here as well. If you see it, so it's like an unending. No, it doesn't matter. But it shows like everything is connected to each other in a way. And this card is really about the the unconscious part of us. So we have a conscious and an unconscious part of us. And if you see it like this, we have the conscious part here and maybe the unconscious part here. So the conscious part is where the head of the person in the middle is focused on. That's the place where we have our mind that can control the things that we do. Like I want to feel like this, so I am going to do this for myself because I want that. And then we have the unconscious part, which is programmed already into us through our DNA and also the things that we have experienced in our past. And that unconscious part is creating, together with the conscious part, a ripple of how you act in this world. So I feel like some people should look up the butterfly effect. So if you don't know yet what that is, it may be nice to look up a video. There's a lot of videos probably about this, which explain it really good. So please look something up like that if you feel resonated to it. But this card is really about your habits throughout the day, throughout your life. And there's something with some habits of yours that are maybe unconscious. And there are also parts of it that are conscious. And what this card is saying to look out for what the patterns are in your life. So what I need to say is that the unconscious part is not necessarily bad. So it's also something automatic. And the conscious part is something that you need to work a little bit for to get yourself to do it. So like going to the gym, for instance, you really need to push yourself to do that sometimes. If I look into the book, I will just lay it down for a second. The unconscious part is also maybe like you can see it as the moon phases. Some women they really feel the moon phases very strongly, and it has an unconscious effect on us or those people. If you look into the habits that you have every day, which are the habits that you do consciously and which things happen on repeat? So look out for something unconscious that you do almost every day. Maybe some things that you say to yourself in your head. Maybe you think like, I can do this, or yeah, that's an something I had in the past. So I will just take a I lost the word for it, but something that I've experienced that looks like this is that before, when I was really young, I was like, oh, I can do this. I'm not good at this. And I would tell those things over and over in my head until you believe them. So it almost makes me go through a cycle of not doing something because I was afraid that I would fail. And that was my unconscious cycle. So maybe you have something in your life as well right now that you're becoming conscious of, or that you've just gotten conscious of that was unconscious. Oh, that's a mouthful. So this card is really guiding you to see what kind of patterns you have, negative and good, and be grateful for the patterns, because those patterns are there to help you to evolve. Also, if they seem negative. So if I have a lot of negative self-talk, where does that come from? If I ask that, that's what I asked. And then I changed how I looked at the thoughts that I got. Why do I think that I can do this? I experienced something that showed me that I couldn't do it, or that a lot of things I couldn't do. And that was the past. So that taught me something that made me think that I couldn't do it. And that eventually ended up in me not doing things because I thought I would not be able to. But the thoughts are maybe negative, but they are trying to protect me from failing and feeling miserable about myself. So it's really tricky, but the patterns that your system creates are to protect yourself and to move further in the most protective way. So some negative patterns are there to protect you. And there's also now maybe a time to also see that all the patterns that you have are there for you to, out of love, and maybe not in every situation, because I say this and I'm like, yeah, but I don't know that for sure if it's in every situation. But if you really look deep into the core of why some patterns are there, it's to protect you from something that you've experienced in the past, in my experience. So the card really tells at the end, I will read it out loud. Gratitude. Oh, wait. Take a note of your everyday actions. Realize for a moment how they serve you. Be grateful for them. Gratitude will not only bring you light and contentment, it will also help you to understand your patterns and their purpose. So, the purpose of the patterns that you have. And this is not about changing anything. So, I don't want to tell you that you need to change unconscious patterns and be very mindful of them because you need to change them. That's not what this message is meant for. It's really to just observe. Just like meditation, you need to observe the thoughts that come along and not try to fight them or change them in any way. It's more of like feeling grateful for the patterns that are there, even though they may not seem very nice at first. Okay, I will see if there comes any extra cards out for you. So I'll use like a normal tarot deck, and if it doesn't, we'll just end the reading. And if it does, I will just give you some extra information. Is there something I still need to tell? Need to talk about? There's one card coming out. I see the Hanged Man. So there's some situation where the Hanged Man is about being stuck kind of in like a situation, and also surrendering to a situation. So seeing where you're stuck, and I wanted to say accepting, but I feel like that's not the right word for it, but it's embracing it. That's maybe the better word. So embrace that maybe you're stuck in this kind of cycle that we're talking about, or in this thought pattern. But by embracing it, we're a step further. And it is not about trying really hard to change it right now. It's more of like feeling that you're, because this person is nailed with his feet in a, he's not nailed to it, but he's hanging upside down. He's been hung there and he's stuck. And he is, because he's stuck there, he's forced to acknowledge where he's at and what happened and why, and that he's in the situation right now. Maybe something like how you are in the situation right now as well. And then when you hang there in the situation, in the uncomfortable moment of embracing the uncomfortable or the unconscious part, there is like an aura of light around his head. It's like a type of enlightenment or some new information or vision or knowledge that comes up about it that will maybe help you in the future. So this was your reading, group number 3. I don't really want to go further because I think this reading is really about just embracing what is here and that you're stuck maybe, or that there's something that is really not that nice. And that's okay. And it's tough because you need to sit in this uncomfortable feeling, and I have really trouble with it. And it sucks, but this is the way to go, because it is by embracing it and feeling the gratitude for it that we can internalize it and grasp it in a way. So group number 3, this was your reading. I hope it helped you today, and I hope you have a wonderful day ahead of you. If this reading helped you, or you like my readings, please leave a comment or a like. I would love that. But if not, that's also okay. And I hope I see you in the next reading. And yeah, have a nice day ahead of you. Okay, bye.